How you doing, everyone? Josh the Collector Guy. Hope everyone had an awesome week this week, everyone. Hope you're able to get out during the week, if not on the weekend, and have a little bit of a hunt. Had some scores of that. Hope you're able to find something great to add to your ever-growing collection. I know I certainly added a lot to my ever-growing collection this weekend. Got even Dad's ever-growing collection as well. Got some Star Wars cars there off eBay. They're pretty cool, get to them very soon. Got some other eBay finds as well on MebeToys fire truck. Some in-store stuff like the Cars Christmas one there and the Camaro, which has a little bit of a funny tampo error. Some flea market stuff's floating around in the mix today as well. Some stuff from a collector's shop I'll get to very soon. Put them there so I know what to talk about. And the usual stuff off my man mate, including custom Camaro. Great to have this one in the collection now. She's a beaut. Get to her a little bit later though. But first up, start off with the cars from what are Star Wars characters. They're very cool. As you notice, they resemble the Cars characters and the Star Wars characters. Very well detailed, I have to admit. Very, very well detailed. They look fantastic. There's some good ones in the mix here. Probably my personal favourites would have to be Fillmore, but I think the absolute favourite, even for Dad, would have to be the Mater. He looks very cool and as Darth Vader. Very cool indeed. That was a good find off the old eBay. He was pretty happy with that, as I was too. Finally got it for him. I know we've seen it a couple of times. Finally we got it now though, so great addition to his cars collection. Just like the old Doc Hudson here, the Christmas one. That one's a nice find from the shop. They got a few characters what I think have the Christmas thing. Haven't seen them yet, but I'm sure I'll find out sooner rather than later what they look like. As I said, funny little tampo error on this Camaro. Got a little bit of a chunk taken out of the stripe. Quite unusual because you usually see all of it gone, or mostly all of it gone maybe, but that's pretty cool. Being a Camaro, that was a must. Had to get that. Got these two little fellas from the good old flea markets here. The old Mater, that was a must for Dad. Being two of his favourite characters. Had to get them for him. Got some cars from a collector's shop here as well. He usually has comics all the time. He rarely has die-cast cars, but walked in. These were sitting there. Had to get them off him though, even though I think I've got these ones. But there's some ones, these two here, the old Dumpin' and the old 57 Chev, have some pretty wild added tampos on. I'll show you them in a sec. Got the old 3-window 34. That one's very cool. Very nice little hot rod. I remember having one as a kid, even though it was quite old back then, but I remember having one. Played with it quite a lot. It's a bit beaten up, but nowhere near as good condition as this one, so that was a great find, and it's a high raker too. That's pretty cool. Another fire truck like the one there in the MebeToys. Get to that soon though. This one as well. I know I got a few of these floating around, but I love this fire truck. I do remember this as a kid as well. Not sure if it was the much newer one or the older one like this one, but I do remember it. Lots of fun with the old emergency vehicles back then I had. Like with all the other Hot Wheels and other trucks and that. You always have lots of fun with them. The old Dumpin' typical. The bucket's gone, but someone did a bit of their customizing of their own. As you can see, there's some added stickers and that there. That's pretty cool, I reckon. Even some on the roof as well, the old shell ones. That's something very different. I had to get them because of it being different. But I think my favourite of the lot has to be the 57 Chev with the Ferrari badge there. That's quite unusual. Got the old lightning bolt on the side. Someone dedicated a lot of their time to do this. I reckon it looks quite good too. It actually suits it quite well. Even on the back there, it looks really cool. So I was glad to find them. There was some great additions. Sort of a different variation, you could say, to the collection. Some other flea market stuff here. Old Chev truck. Won't dwell on that too much. Some Camaros here. Conveniently having wheel variations, even though they're pretty beaten up. I know I've got another one of these somewhere. I have to check what wheel variation it is before I do anything with it. Old Matchbox here. I believe it's a Cougar. I think it's a Cougar made. Yep, Cougar made in England. Super fast. Even though the engine's loose, I thought it was a Roller-Matic. That's pretty cool though. Oh, 55 Chev there. That one's nice. I'll crash test dummy one on the side or whatever it says. Pretty cool. But scored some pretty cool old ones at the flea market. The old Bronco, that's pretty good condition considering. I know I got the white roof one somewhere, so I got the black roof now. That's really cool. Got the gold Blackwall one, if that makes sense, of this Porsche. That one's pretty cool. Don't think I have that. I think this is an up front. Yeah, up front 924. That one's pretty cool, even though someone's burnt a hole in the window. That one's really cool. Really like that one. Fiero, one of my favourites. Love it in the red, white and blue with the gold ones. And an old crack-ups car. This one's absolutely been shown what it was used for. Crashing and everything. These ones always seem to be missing the back bit, but that's alright. Thought I'd pick her up. Thought I'd save her a little bit from what she could have been dealt with if someone else picked her up. So there were some cool finds from the flea market. The flea market always treats me well. Getting to this old MebeToys, hope I'm saying that right, fire truck. This was a cool find off eBay. Surprisingly, I found it on a seller in Australia here. Very cool. The box is in pretty darn good condition, just like the truck is. I'm pretty sure these were marketed in either France or Italy, I think. The old MebeToys. I think it might be Italy, because I know some of the other ones I have seem to be Italian. So that's pretty cool. That was an awesome find off eBay. It's got Redlines there, but this one doesn't have Redlines. But this is pretty darn mint. As you can see, very shiny. As you can see me looking back at you there. Very cool. Very nice find off the old eBay. Got some other ones here as well. Even the seller threw in 2 ones here, which was nice of him. The Johnny Lightning of some sort. Also a Volkswagen, which I do have carded. But I think the gem of the bunch from this lot off eBay has to be the colour changer steering rig. I believe these are quite rare, even though steering rigs are quite rare to begin with. The colour changer just tops it off. Very tough looking Kenworth, very nice truck, very menacing indeed. Of course I had to get a Camaro, don't have this one yet surprisingly, but I do now. She's got a few nicks, but other than that, really good condition. Same with the old green Byway man. Good to have a better condition one of this. Do love my Byway mans, and the green's very nice, stands out quite well. And the last of the lot is the stuff off my man mate. Well, he was very good to me yet again, my man mate. He threw in these 4 cars here for me, which was very nice of him. Old Gremlin Redline. She's a bit beaten up, but other than that, not too bad. Everything, she still rolls quite good. Old Chevy Monte Carlo Stocker. What looks like it was in a bad crash. That's pretty cool though. That'd make a good display sort of piece. You could say like you have a little truck set up and you have that on the back like it was wrecked. I can't think of the word at the moment, but that's quite cool. Quite good off my man mate. Old Mercedes here, Gullwing, that one's pretty cool. Redline as well. Bubble Gunner, unfortunately the injector hat's missing a little bit. That doesn't matter though, that was good off my man mate. Another Rever here. Red one, of this one, do not know its name unfortunately. It probably has it written underneath. No it doesn't. Well anyway, I got a green one of this, now I've got a red one. Really awesome to get that off my man mate. Did me a good deal as he always does, but the gem of the bunch would have to be the custom Camaro. Had to twist his arm a little bit for this one, but being my man mate, he knows I love my Camaros and he knows it's gone to a good home. Very cool in red as well and black roof. Just a bit of a shame about the front fender there, but other than that, it's in pretty darn good condition. And she's a USA base too, I believe. I'm pretty sure she is anyway. Looks very cool indeed. Great added to the Camaro and Redline collection. So I was pretty excited to get all these off my man mate. He always does me good deals, as I said. Well, that's pretty much the haul for the week, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you enjoyed. I thank everyone for commenting, subscribing, tuning in. Even if you're just a passerby, I appreciate you tuning in. Thanks for watching. That's pretty much it though, everyone. Hope you enjoyed. I thank you very much for watching yet again. And as always, everyone, happy hunting. Keep the hobby strong. See you later, everyone.